Welcome back, my friends, to the second part of this tutorial. So in the previous part we finished working on this building. We created the basic shape of it. Now we will start working on the materials. We will use these textures and create materials and assign them to this building. Okay, let's go straight to it. First, as you can see, we have this texture, this building texture. So I'm gonna select this and let me grab these faces in the front of our building, and I'm gonna assign this building material to them. Take these, also these on the side, and these on the top. Okay. Now for this part I'm gonna assign another material. Okay, now I'm gonna insert, let me split the scene first. So I'm gonna split the scene and let's change this to UV image editor. Okay, and now make sure you are on cycle render, this one, and let's go to this icon and let's add, let me bring this down. Let's add a new material. I'm gonna call it building 1, and let's scroll down and I'm gonna change this to image texture, and we will be using these textures. You will find these textures into the description. I'm gonna put a link so that you can download them. So for the building, I'm gonna use this texture over here. Double click, and first let me unwrap these faces. Let me go to the front, Control tree, and let me try this Smart UV project because I don't like these lines. I want them to be aligned. Let's try to Smart UV map. And let's assign this material, and let me switch to the material. What about, let me go straight to the front and let's try project from view. Yeah, that's look better, but let me adjust each part alone. So I'm gonna select this one, but now let's use just this face, and let me project from view, and there we are. And for this one, project from view, let me select these and project from view. Okay, let's try the top. I'm gonna select all these faces. Yeah, it worked. Let's do the same thing for the middle. Control tree, and let's project from view. And there we are. We have these lines aligned with each other. And that is exactly what I want. And for these faces, I'm gonna do the same thing. So Control tree, and let's unwrap. Project from view, bounds. I think I'm gonna grab this face, this one. Okay, there we are. Okay, nice. Now let's work on these sides. Yeah, this one. Let me take these and bring them out. Now let's select everything and scale them on the Y. Scale on the X. No, it doesn't work. I need to select the edge. I'm gonna select this edge. No, not that one. But you know what? Let's let's go to the vertex and let me grab them, and let me take this one, put it here, and this one here, and let's scale these on the x, scale x 0, these scale x 0. Okay, and let's move them. First, let's bring that image. I need to keep an eye on that image on this view. So bring the building and let's select these, scale them on the x, and bring it here. And there we are. What about the other side? So I'm gonna select these faces, and let me grab these gx. This one need to be here, this one here. I'm trying to align these points so that we won't have problem in this 3D view. So select everything, let's scale it on the x just a little bit, bring it in the middle, and there we are. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's work on the inside. So for the inside we have these walls. We'll try to create a new materials for them and assign these materials to these walls. So I'm gonna add another material to it, to our building, new, and I'm gonna call it wall 3. And I'm gonna do the same thing, image, open these textures, and let's use this wall, the wall 3 wall. And let's go to the edit mode, and I'm gonna need to select these faces, and also these on the top. Let me turn off this option, and let's select these. Okay, and I'm gonna assign the second material, which is the wall, assign and unwrap. Okay, but I need to scale it up. Let's try to do that. So scale, let's try 5. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, okay. Now let's work on this wall over here. I might need to make it look dirtier, so I'm gonna choose another texture. So let's add a new texture. New, I'm gonna call it wall 4. And let's go to this texture. This one, as you can see, this wall is little bit more dirtier than the others. And just to make this bar over here little bit more real, so I'm gonna assign this material and let's unwrap it. Let's zoom in, check this one and zoom. Assign this one and let's scale these on the Y. First, let's switch to the wall 3, wall 4, so that we can have a better view. So I'm gonna scale, move it up, scale it on the Y, scale on the Y. Yeah, something like this. Let's bring it up here. Okay, now let's scale it on the x-axis. Let's choose 10. Yeah, maybe I need to scale it. Okay, that looks better. But maybe I need to rotate it on by 180. Let's try this. Yeah, that's what I want. I want that dirt to be on the top of this wall here. Okay, now let's work on these faces. For these faces, I'm gonna use the wall tree and assign, and let me unwrap. But first, I need to select this face and unwrap them both. Maybe these two. Unwrap. Now first I need to assign this one. Okay, there we are. Let's work on the other side. You can select these two faces and let's assign the wall tree. Unwrap, and there we are. Okay. Now let's work on these columns. Yeah, these columns. First I need to separate, I'm gonna separate these columns. So just so that I can work on just one and duplicate it 4 times. So I'm gonna select this one, separate it from the rest, and I'm gonna zoom in and let's create a new material for this. I'm gonna call it wall 4, or you know what, let's use the other, this one, the wall 1. Yeah, this one. Unwrap. No, maybe I need to smart UV projects. Yeah, so scale 2. Okay, there we are. So this is the first texture, the wall 1. I'm trying to keep them in order so that I can't have problems. So now I'm gonna duplicate this 3 times. I'm gonna duplicate this column. So move it on the Y here. And after that I'm gonna delete the other columns. Move it here. And for the last one, let's bring it over here. Now let's delete these columns. Yeah, we don't need them. Okay, what else? For these pipes I'm gonna choose the black color for them. So select these and let's choose this black. If you don't have this color, you need to add a new color and just affect this color over here. Choose the black. You can choose any color you want. Yeah, I'm gonna use the black. I'm gonna assign the same material for this. Black. Okay. And for this one, black. And there we go. Okay, let's work on these faces. I forgot to work on these faces. So let's select these and I'm gonna assign the wall tree to them. This one. But first let's go to the front view, control tree, and let's assign the wall tree. Let's unwrap it. Let's get it on the Y. GX. case on the X. Let's try 5. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, let's take this building and go back to our game environment. So select everything, and first let me join this area. And with the shift selected, I'm gonna select all these layers. And there we are. Okay, nice. We'll work on this floor later on. You know what, let's bring this car. I'm gonna bring it inside just like in this picture. So I'm gonna select this car and let's bring it inside here. So by the way, this is the goal of this project. I want to take these cars and customize them in the workshop, which is gonna be in this position here. I'm gonna put some custom shop right here. And after we work on these cars, we customize them here, and after that I'm gonna put them in this parking. Yeah, nice. Let's switch. You can render this image to get the exact image like this one, but I will work on the rendering in the final tutorial. Let's switch to material. Well, now let's go back to materials. Okay friends, so here we are. We finished our parking. So in the next tutorial we'll start working on these 3 buildings. And this is the workshop. Okay friends, I'm gonna leave you, so thanks a lot for watching and see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.